Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 6. So as you can see, we're still here, and you did not see any kind of bonus video, presumably, about me defeating this boss, or making some progress. So what happened is I spent, I don't know how much time really, but I tried maybe like 2 dozen more times, and I got him to the point where he teleported, or attempted to teleport, twice, maybe 3 times. So yeah, the odds are extremely low. He can just basically decide to one-shot someone whenever he likes, and I'm totally at the mercy of RNG when it comes to the mass fear, the mass daze to a lesser extent, because it isn't as bad. But I suppose anything that disables Lulu immediately is a game over, basically. And then he can also mind control sometimes, which of course is, yeah, just as bad. Losing control of any character is basically game over. But as far as him stopping him from teleporting goes, I think it's theoretically possible. One time I got him so tantalizingly low, to like maybe 30% or so. And what seems to happen is he, once he gets to like around half health, he will want to reach the teleporter, and he will use, I think, is a different kind of move. He has this move. I think we saw the chat log description, not chat log, combat log, I guess, text that said that he reaches for some sort of trinket, and that radiates, pure terror or whatever. But I think once he's ready to teleport, it's that thing where there's a flash, and it gives the message that there's a flash and he disappears, even when he cannot actually reach the teleporter, which I think he needs to do, or the teleporter or an adjacent tile. But at the same moment he does that, he also mass fears. I think it's always fear everyone, and it seems to have a much higher success rate, because except for one single time, whenever he did that, the entire party was fled in terror, like no exceptions, except for one time when mysteriously Hawk did not. So I guess that move still has a chance to fail, theoretically, on all four of us, but as soon as it fails on one, he will get close enough to the teleporter, because one of us is going to run away, going to move out of the way, and then it's over. So, yeah, I guess in theory it would be possible to stop him from teleporting, but in practice it's just not going to happen. Even as it was just surviving long enough, the odds were astronomically low. So, long story short, we're going to leave this guy for later, like some other things. And, it's annoying. I'm also kind of exhausted from this place, or, kind of fed up with this place for the time being, just because I spent so much more time with it. I even went back to an earlier save and thought about maybe preventing him from getting to the first teleporter in the first place, because it seemed like that first fight was way easier somehow than the second one. Or maybe I just got luckier. I did fewer attempts, and I guess I just got lucky relatively early on. And of course, since I wasn't actively trying to prevent him from reaching the teleporter yet, because I didn't know about that mechanic, all I tried was to, kill him and survive. And that is, that can be done. What really makes it tricky is trying to prevent him from teleporting, which, fair enough. That's supposed to be a core mechanic to this fight, obviously. But, yeah. I was kind of hoping to not have to deal with that. Now, of course, I could play along, and I could keep, barely surviving each one of these phases. I'm not really sure that they do get that much more difficult. His hit points don't seem to change, at least, so I don't know if his damage goes up, or if his abilities have higher success rates, or whatever. It could be. Maybe it's basically just the same fight over and over, with a little bit of variety in the room that you fight him in, and the additional enemies that you will have to deal with, and the waves that spawn in between those encounters, which is obviously a thing. So, yeah, I could play along with that, but even then, I mean, we're really struggling to just barely survive one in like 5 to 10 fights against this guy as it is, and then we have to basically run out and heal. And that's getting tedious, and it's only gonna get easier as we level up more, so even though I would like to persevere and keep grinding away at this for a little bit longer, maybe, I don't actually think that's the best decision, so I'm not going to do that. And I was thinking of actually just heading right out of here and leaving the whole place for later, but I mean, we know he's there, and so long as we don't enter that room, he should not come out to bother us, so at the very least we can look around this place some more. And maybe get some loot out of it, take out the additional enemies. You can indeed open this, interesting. Not that it does much for you, but there it is. Yeah, we know there are slimes there, and we can at least scout out the place. Okay, there are a bunch more of these people. At least 3 of them. Same amount of hit points. Honestly, I'm kind of sick of fighting these as well, because of that attempt that ultimately didn't really go anywhere, where I tried to fight my way back into this place, but that was from before. That save that I loaded was from before I had to deal with all the respawned enemies, and I kind of lost my momentum there, lost my motivation when I saw all those same enemies over again, and now we have even more of them. Yeah, I know, I should just leave, but I do want to at least clear this dungeon, I suppose, as far as I can, leaving basically only the boss standing. At least that's the idea. Of course, it's very possible that when I return much later, that much of it, or all of it even, is going to be respawned. Maybe even the boss himself is going to reset to his first position eventually. I'm really not sure how these games work in that regard. But, well, we'll find out eventually. I should also make up my mind what to do here. Buffs are still running, but we'll see for how much longer. These guys are relatively tanky and well, sometimes well armored. I don't know. It feels like sometimes they are much sturdier than other times. Yeah, this guy seems to be taking a lot of damage. Yeah, even physical. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe they sometimes buff themselves, and I just fail to notice half of the time, or really most of the time. Okay, he does hit hard though, so it's definitely not just a weaker version. Okay, yeah, the parries are still strong. Oh, come on, just die already. Probably missed some loot somewhere as well, but I don't know, I'll try to keep an eye out and pick up anything that might be useful. Still 3 of them? Wow, did we just not see one of these? Or did one of them actually move? Well, I mean, I just saved, so let's... Okay, just 3 for now. And there's another teleporter thing there, so yeah. And I guess the ones with the crystals are always the ones that he runs for, so there's at least 3 different phases. Right, the first one he teleported from here to there. Oh, maybe he... Wait, oh, it would make total sense. I mean, these 2 are arranged that way, with the destination tile on the other side. So this one probably is as well. So maybe it is going to be these 3 here. Which is bad enough, but, still. If it's only 3, it might be somewhat manageable if he does not get a lot stronger between transitions, but still. We will have such a much easier and, faster time by doing this sometime later when we're stronger. It's just the most sensible thing. Okay, this guy takes way less physical damage. Also, buffs, I mean, defense and attack are still up, so that's good. But apparently we needed a little haste refresher. this guy is not gonna... Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just random as always, but Ayali definitely seems to be dealing considerably less damage against this guy. Okay, that guy also is not trying to run anymore, which is weird. Okay, can we maybe get you guys to just not always do something? That would be nice. Okay, I mean, that was a well-aimed blow, but that was decent. And we're dead. And by we, I mean Ayali. Okay, well... These guys. Let's enter combat. Actually, what we're going to do... Haste first. Wait, one more round. You can stand there, actually, and... do one of those. Okay. That's fine. Very good damage here, including the acid damage. Nice one. That's okay, you can actually just take this turn to heal. Kill that guy. Oh, the next one was already waiting. Oh, surprised. I mean, he could have absolutely attacked Hawk, because he's a ranged attacker. So I guess he just didn't want to come into our line of sight or something. Enemy AI makes no sense, and I keep being surprised by it. I don't know. Would be nice if this guy actually stayed here, but he's probably gonna run. Yeah, well, I mean, he kind of ran, I suppose. Not where I expected him, though. Expected him to. Okay. And now we should be good to enter. Yeah, because there's just this one guy left who was not interested in participating in that fight. Take another shot, fine by me. Just fireball, I suppose, at this point. Okay, parry from behind while running away. Impressive. And another kill for our archer priest. Not too shabby. A longbow and some more random stuff. The hatchet, mysteriously worthless. Okay. And if only we could sabotage. Wouldn't that be cool, actually? That would be super neat. If he would just keep going through the same teleporters over and over until you notice that, you know, he's just repeating the same pattern over and over, and then you look around and you find a way to sabotage one of the teleporters, and the next time he steps into it, he's actually going to get you know, disintegrated instead, or teleported into solid rock or something. Of course, you'd have to actually observe at least, you know, a certain number of teleportations before the game gives you that option, so you can't cheese it too much, but that would be super cool. Of course, that's very unlikely to be how this is gonna go, but we'll see. Maybe the game's gonna prove me wrong. Okay, with just some random cells and torture implements. Just the usual stuff. This is where the slimes were. Buffs have completely run out. There's some sort of training hall there. This was... yeah. The mage's basement, which is connected to the fortress, which I suppose makes sense. So they are more closely connected, perhaps, than the mage let on. Maybe he was just trying to... I don't know, not make his connection to the evil warlord too obvious, just in case he does eventually get overthrown, you know? Just to cover his butt. These don't seem so bad, although aren't writhing masses the ones that split? They probably are they? I'm going to wait before I attack them. Okay, they hit pretty hard. Of course they attack twice. As you do. Oh, come on, man. That was rough. That's good, though. I do like that. Even if it costs me some action points. Wait, what? Oh, well. Guess we're gonna wait one more turn. That haste was huge. Very useful. No, surely these things cannot split. Not if every copy hits just as hard. That's just impossible to deal with. There is no way. Game, you better don't do that. Surely you wouldn't. Let's just go, I suppose. They really don't have that many hit points, so... I'm just gonna go all in on damage. Unfortunately, no haste there. That sucks. Plus, of course, I'll have to do at least some healing here. Well... Oh? Okay, it did not split. So that's not what they are. What are the splitting ones called, then? I don't know. Too many different types of slimes. Fire should probably work. It's okay. I suppose since they don't split, we don't really have to worry about it as much. But on the other hand, just from the sheer damage they deal, we can't really deal with more than one of them at a time for any extended period of time. Well, it's gonna wake up anyway, right? Let's try acid. Okay, completely immune to acid. Fair enough. Let's do a fireball instead. And they're both awake again. Not too surprising. Okay, that was good. Wow, that was a full 4 hits. I like it. Well aimed blow, come on. Not bad. Lightning? Works very well. Well aimed blow. No double hit, no haste. Okay, just 2 hits. I'm gonna heal him. But then it decided to attack Ayali. That's okay. Obviously at this point we are no longer in danger of dying. Unless... no. No final evil trick. But yeah, there is another... Yeah, actually there is another teleporter here. Wow, so there's at least 4 of them. I wouldn't be surprised if there is a 5th one as well, which is kind of nuts. Still no special interactions with those things. I mean, yeah, we can actually see the destination there, so they do indeed form a circle from what it looks like. Which, you know, makes sense to build it that way. But man, is that not... Don't you think that's a little bit overkill? Research notes. I mean, at least we're able to pick up some decent stuff here. In fact, the fact that there are some pretty good items, including that research note quest item, and a bunch of loot that is already not marked as stealing. I suppose because the enemies down here are always going to be hostile. because by the time you enter here, you will have made enemies of Farrar and his people. So that makes sense. But yeah, this definitely feels like just a normal dungeon. So maybe at some point we just will get a quest sending us here to deal with them. I mean, it's absolutely possible that after we return to Levitt at the castle, he's probably not going to send us here right away, because clearly this is way above our expected level. It's, you know, even quite a bit above our actual level, which is definitely higher than expected because of all the side questing we've been doing. So, if we're going to get sent here officially, it's not going to be for a while, but I could absolutely see that being a thing. And with any luck, the fact that we have already cleared out a bunch of it is going to help us then and make things easier. Not to the point where it's actually worth spending all this time and effort doing this now as opposed to later, but, you know, still. Okay, we can deal with those. That's it? No final evil trick? We'll definitely take that elixir there. Corrupting Baton, Acid Shower for 19 to 61. As opposed to the Acid Shower for 25 to 85. Wait, what? That is better. Why are these better? This is worth a lot. You'd think this would be good, but... Am I missing something here? I mean, yeah, okay, sure. This one baton comes with 6 charges. So I guess individually they're worth less than a single Acid Shower scroll. Huh. Okay. Sure, who can have that? I suppose you can. 7 gold bars. And just a bunch of gold coins. Oh no, bedroom sentinels. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna stay right here. Thank you very much. Finding one of these at a time is plenty. They apply acid because... why not? That one only attacked once, but that's almost certainly because it already moved that turn, so yeah, don't get used to it. Okay, that was decent. That was quite decent, actually. Knock the target off balance, and we get the haste as well. Very good first turn. It does hit twice, but not that hard, all things considered. I've seen way worse. How do you like... Actually, hold on. Ah, they're just too far apart to hit them all. That would be so nice. I'm going to assume that acid does not really work on these. Never mind, it does. Okay. So I'm definitely going to put acid on those two to soften them up before we fight them up close and personal here. Okay. I wouldn't mind a haste proc for my healer, so I can actually cure and heal. These things are slowly getting maybe a little bit dangerous here. Okay, also no haste for you. Oh well. And she's gonna be fine for one more turn, right? Okay. Well, got a parry. No, I'm gonna heal now. That's fine. Lightning? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's a kill. Sure, just drink one of these. Oh, crap. They can totally do that. Why did I think they couldn't? Also, that is honestly impressive. Well, yeah, no, it is. They both moved past 2 of my characters. I mean, I suppose they did spend all of their action points that way. ending up unable to attack, but still. This is nasty. I was totally banking on only one of them being able to attack us. 2 at a time is not ideal, to say the least. I would like to, kind of like to go here. I mean, Hawk is not going to get away from them. No, I don't know. How do we handle this? Just kill them as quickly as we can, I guess. Not really sure what else we can do at this point. You break this one's armor. You are almost out of mana. This is fine. Okay. Switch this attention over. Ouch. Yeah, this is getting dicey, but we can just... So long as we survive this somehow, we can just escape and regroup and probably leave the rest of this place. Basically just this one room for later, probably. I guess we can take a look, but I feel like there's at least gonna be, well, a couple of enemies in there. We'll see, though. First, these guys here. Okay. No haste. Come on. I mean, this one's gonna die from acid. Probably. I'm still gonna shoot him once. Yeah, okay. There's some haste. Here. Swap places. Yeah, okay. No, he attacked 3 times. Why did he attack 3 times? He never... None of them attacked 3 times before. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I could even use a resurrection scroll, because I never actually use them. It's okay. Yeah, okay, at least he punches our remaining tank, that's acceptable. And there we go. Okay. Well, that was not great. But we lived. And they all dropped just rocks, that makes sense. Anything else nasty in here? Doesn't seem like it. I have also been looking out for secret buttons. I didn't spot any, though. Or else I probably would have told you. Blessed breastplate. Blessed shield, blessed helmet. Yeah, I mean... At least it's somewhat valuable. Fine cloak, fine robe, platinum ring, and knowledge brew. Don't mind if I do. Okay. That's fine, those guys didn't drop anything. Is it just the one? Yeah, it's just this one guy left here. Unless there is something more around that corner, but... there might not be. Well, let's see if we can defeat this. Oh, well... I did save, right? I sure did. Yeah. We can deal with this one warrior. Can you still acid? Yes, you can. Wonderful. Alright. Still not completely out of mana, huh? I suppose he has a sliver, just a sliver left. Yep. Even another fireball in him. And another one from what it looked like. But this guy's dead. Hey, and yeah, of course Ayali missed out on some experience. But oh well. 5 skill points. Yeah, pre-spell. Apparently she is not meeting the requirements for magical efficiency. I'm gonna have to look up again what that was. Maybe intelligence? It could be. She's definitely lagging behind our mage in that regard. Yeah, because in terms of primary skill, there. Oh, she's also behind in spellcraft, so that could be it. Could go for that, to be honest. Oh, and that. Okay, that's also good to know. So when you unlock a skill, it will show up immediately the moment you put enough points into, even before you accept that. That is really good to know. Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that then. Alright. I mean, more intelligence would also be nice, but I guess we've been doing okay in terms of just mana. Final lances, sure, I'm gonna have to just... The most annoying part about Ayali being dead is that, you know, my loot is now getting all messed up. Steel shield. One of the Inferno, right. These are the really, actually good ones that might even be worth, you know, unironically using in some fight at some point. Okay. It even opens that. Very good. Let's not accidentally, you know, aggro the boss if we can avoid it. Okay. Well, yeah, that was that. Now at least we know the layout of the place. Of course, more enemies are gonna spawn between waves and or between phases. As well as there's probably gonna be at least some repopulation of the dungeon when I stay away for long enough. That's just how it is. There should be no enemies up here? Yeah. Alright, we also did not deal with all the enemies out here. How many are left? Are there any left? Wait. Oh, maybe there aren't. Yes, there are. Right, they were all the way back there. And there's one of those guys there. Right, there was also this one here. Alright, that's fine. Maybe if I ever feel like it, I'll, you know... I'll finish them off as well, just to... I don't know. Just for the sake of being thorough, but for now I think I'm good. Especially, obviously, since we're one warrior short. Alright. Quickly heal here. I suppose I didn't need to do that because I'm just going to return... No, actually, never mind. First of all, I'm gonna hit all of those things... hand all of those things over. Yeah. And we are going to visit Ramandresa, potentially. If she's still there, this is not the right way to go. I guess I have spent quite some time in the Abyss after all, despite it being a relatively small area in the end. It's been a good number of episodes that this place has kept me busy, so it's been a while since I passed through here initially. I mean, not that long. Also, I've been back and forth a couple of times. Anyway. Yeah, okay. Ramandresa watches you silently from the carved wood throne. Okay. I managed to locate Dresa. who surprisingly is not here. Ramandresa nods, but she betrays no emotion at the news. Malakian will be interested to hear of this. How he reacts to these events will be up to him. I can decide nothing on my own. Okay. Oh, that's it, huh? Well, I don't know what I expected. Maybe a little bit more of a reaction than that. But that's fine. I have something you might want to buy. A lot of things, actually. I mean, if nothing else, we made a decent amount of money, I suppose. And some actually immediately useful items from the whole thing. Let's see, almost 17k, and we're up to 18.7. Alright, not terrible. Almost made back all the money that we spent on some training. That's nice. There was nothing else to do for this guy, right? Suppose not. Yeah, I guess it's back to our main employer, isn't it? Everything else is just various quests that are either just long-term things or just need us to go to very remote areas. Yeah. Okay. I think we have one flawless crystal to turn in. Still not giving up hope entirely that eventually maybe there's something more that's going to happen with those, but yeah, I don't really think so at this point. That's not what I wanted to click on. Hey, there you are. Flawless crystal, there you go. 30 coins. Yep. There's nothing else to unlock down here, right? No. It was just basically 2 doors. Was this actually connected? I don't remember. Yeah, whatever. Nothing new here. Now then, where did we need to go to reach Levitt's office? Was that through here? Hey, Marihu. I suppose we don't really have any more business with you, do we? Is there a staircase here? There's apparently here. Yes. And Levitt is down here? Yes. Does the map show a staircase there? I think it does. Probably got some shortcut unlocked that I completely forgot about because it's been forever since we actually talked to him. That's fine, it's not like it takes a long time to get through here. Let's see. Yeah, okay, it's totally here. Right, that was the letter that produced some sort of message about it being locked before, but then we unlocked it from the other side. Alright, okay, fair enough. Maybe I'll remember this time, if we need to return to this guy a bunch more. We'll see about that. Levitt sits back in his chair, his chin resting on his chest. As you talk to him, you begin to notice the stubble on his cheeks and the spots on his tunic. He seems old and confused. It is only occasionally when he flicks his gaze up at you, when you say something interesting, that you suspect how much of an act this is. I have Malakian's message. It's gibberish. An unnecessary addition, but okay. Yeah, sure. Quest received, jobs for Levitt. Huh? Levitt takes the scroll and inspects it. Then he turns it to the side. Then upside down. Then he chuckles. Yes, clever. It makes sense, to a dragon's mind. For us, it will be more difficult. You have done well. You have probably lost equipment on this mission. Lost equipment? I don't think so, no. I will have one of the upper storerooms unlocked for you. Use what you find freely. While we react to this message, I will use you to remove disorder. Your new orders await. What does the message say? I mean, I am curious, but I kind of wish that hadn't been the only option because, you know, a loyal, obedient soldier, just in case you want to roleplay such a person, would probably, you know, not be curious about things that are clearly none of his business, and would instead just ask what his new orders are, but okay, whatever. Levitt meets your gaze, and a shudder runs down your spine. For a moment, all of the shaking and muttering is gone. He looks at you coldly. Yeah, I mean, I get it. The game wanted me to say that, to say something stupid, to, you know, have an opportunity to tell me, to teach me what kind of a of an intelligent, dangerous person this guy really is. You will be told what you need to know when you need to know it. Nothing more. Then he reclines back in his seat and rests his chin on his chest. Yeah, okay, well. Anyway, what are my orders? The Eastern Gallery. Ah, at long last. The front line of our war against the Slith Horde is a tangled web of rebellious and chaotic elements. We cannot strike the enemy properly until our side of the line is calm. These missions are to be your primary focus. You must act quickly and without mercy. Oh, yeah, we're pretty good at... Well, actually, nah, we're pretty bad at either, to be honest. I really like to take my time, and I definitely show mercy, even when I probably shouldn't in many cases. But I also show no mercy in some cases when maybe I should, so I guess it evens out. If the Slith Horde is not defeated, it will break our line and butcher us all. The city of Silvar is on the brink of rebellion. Report to the mayor there. Learn who the chaotic elements are. Remove them, and calm the city. Fort Drenlon is attempting to evacuate, but raiders are slaying any who try to escape. You will go there and help the commander to reduce the fort in an orderly way, okay? The city of Kotra, like so many others, must be reduced. We haven't the population or soldiers to support it. To keep it from being a haven for our foes, it must be destroyed. Report to the commander there to help. Help destroy one of our cities? So... I mean, why does it? Yeah, okay, to keep it from being a haven for our foes, right? So it doesn't fall to the Slith Horde. We'll burn it down ourselves. I mean, I suppose that makes sense? Sure. I have more information available regarding these tests. Okay. I will accept the mission in Silvar? I mean, more information, he says. I'm assuming that when I say I accept, I can still accept the others as well. Sure. I will accept the mission in Silvar, not that it's optional. One of Avernum's great cities, the mayor must be horribly weak to allow it to slip so far. It controls a key bridge joining the Eastern Gallery to the rest of Avernum. Order must be restored. Report to the useless creature. Wow. Provide what aid is needed. Eradicate chaotic elements. Levitt's voice is calmer and louder than it was. His doddering old man disguise is starting to fade. Starting to fade, okay. Yeah, I've probably not voice acting this guy correctly this whole time, but I'm really not sure how that would be. What that would be like. So this is what you get. You want me to kill Evernites? I want you to kill chaotic elements that threaten stability and would kill us all. Do not weaken. A rebel is as deadly and wretched a creature as a goblin or giant. I mean, duh, we've been fighting, I don't know, hundreds of rebels at this time? Well, brigands and bandits and the like, who are also technically citizens of Avernum, right? Who exactly are the rebels? My intelligence is poor. Your intelligence is poor? Okay. That is why I'm sending you. The mayor there can tell you more. Well, hopefully. Considering you... How did you call them? What did you call them? Whatever. Okay, another question. My orders. I'm ready to travel to Fort Drenlon. Okay, quest received. That fort is too far into the Eastern Gallery, watching little of importance or value. We are only leaving a small force there to hold it. I hope they are not attacked, or they will have to sacrifice their lives. Anyway, the withdrawal is being slowed by raiders. This is a good chance to eliminate these elements before they move east and do more harm. That is your task. Who are the raiders? We know little, as they have made a habit of leaving no survivors of their attacks. Why doesn't the fort evacuate in a force too large for the raiders to attack? They have asked for permission. I have refused it. As I said, better to lure the bandits out so they can be dealt with properly. I mean, okay. They require death, as an example. They require death. That's a nice way to put it. All pleas for mercy are unearned and are to be rejected. Yeah, I mean, okay. I don't usually show mercy to raiders, so there should be no problem there. And finally, I would be happy to help. I would be happy to help destroy Kotra. I don't know if I would say that, but yes, make it explode, to be exact. More than any other, this job seems well suited to your unique talents. Excuse me? We haven't really blown up many things yet. Of all your tasks, this seems the simplest. The commander asked only for extra security for the final... what was the word they used? Demolition. Yes, that was it. Yeah, seems appropriate. Okay. Who's in Kotra now? Simply soldiers and alchemists. All the rest were forced to leave. Some struggled mightily, but we cannot allow Kotra to remain. Why is Kotra being destroyed? It is too big and unsettled to be safe. Remember how many Avernites have left for the surface. If a raiding force from the Slith Horde enters it, removing them would be very difficult. An empty city does no good and may do harm. Thus, the demolition. Yeah, okay. How exactly will the city be made to explode? With, I don't know, explosives, perhaps? I do not know the details. We are being aided by an alchemist from the Empire who has chosen to help us. It involves a new compound they have created. I will be very interested to hear of the results. Well, you might hear the results as they happen. All the way from the Eastern Gallery. We'll see how big of an explosion we're talking about here. Okay, I need more training and supplies. Do I, though? Yeah, no, nothing new here, of course. I'd like to know more about you. Many would. Alright. Yeah, you know what? I think we're good. Don't really enjoy talking to this person very much. So, we're gonna leave it at that. Now, Semes. Can we actually get some training? Oh, Earnose Chamber, wait. What is your purpose? You said something about the end. Something else I would like to know. Did we ever meaningfully interact with this diplomat? Communicate from here. Humans enraged of Vanata. Yes, of course. We're good at doing that. Said something about the end. Any crises? What is your purpose in the castle? Oh, wait, that's... yeah, we asked about that before. Okay, yeah, never mind. Oh, you're Semes, right. And per diem? No, not yet. Not enough time has passed. That makes no sense, dude. I'm assuming that this is not how it's supposed to work. And we're actually supposed to get, you know, little bits of money more regularly. Even if it... not that it matters, probably. I mean... you'd have to get a pretty significant amount each time for it to make it worth returning for, like, every in-game day. Not really sure what even defines an in-game day. Whenever we eat food? I don't know. But either way, obviously it's not working. I think we got money once. I want to say we got money a couple of times when we were still recruits at the lowest rank. And then we got money exactly once after each of our 2, was it, advancements? So, yeah. Anyway, hey there. Can I have some food? Yes, at least we do get our roll. I mean, I suppose that's the most important thing. There's there's no combat trainer here or anything, right? That's what I was thinking about. I guess I haven't checked the job board in a long time. Or did I check it on the way out? I'm not sure. Anyway, nothing new here. Moving on. Wrong button. Okay, right. We have Fort Renlon all the way over here. Yeah, that is pretty far out of the way. Kotra over here, which needs to be destroyed. No word on Fort Dovno or Fort Avernum, which I believe should be around here somewhere, and is curiously not even on the map. And then Silvar, of course. Yeah, okay. Now let's see. We do have a couple of quests. Well, obviously we have 8 Silvar, 8 Fort Renlon, and 8 Kotra. Well, aid in Contra's destruction. Not sure if that's aiding Contra in the, you know, strictest sense. On Acceptor, that is on Fort Avernum, yes. The ruins, right, okay. I guess it's the fort itself doesn't exist anymore. Only its ruins. East of Silvar. Well, yeah. It used to be more like northeast, but sure. Corrupted mushrooms, right. We are looking for a sample from the Eastern Gallery. And I believe that should be the final one, right? I mean, we obviously have the one from the Great Cave, the Abyss. Oh no, never mind. Northern Avernum. I could have sworn we handed over more than 2 samples, though. Huh. But clearly we don't have these letter 2 yet, so I guess maybe I handed in some other sample that wasn't actually what she officially requested, but she still gave us a small reward for it or something. I seem to vaguely remember something like that. Something like that. Okay. Spider Egg. That's in Northern Avernum, yes. Okay. Purge the Hakai, right. Yeah, that's definitely one of those bigger enemies that we'll have to wait until much later in the game. Lost crystals, hunting holder. Well, we are finally going to be able to help with this one. That's been a long time coming. Well, absolutely no hint as to where to look for her or how to look for her, but well, we're gonna find her eventually, or some sort of clue at least. Donating meal, access anvil, that's also in Northern Avernum, right? For Draco, yeah. Honeycomb Horrors, for that I think it looks like we'll need to be able to access that place from the water side. I mean, there used to be a shipyard near Silvar in the Eastern Gallery in the past, but I guess chances are that that's been destroyed a long time ago, maybe to prevent the Slith Horde from making use of it. But do they even need boats? I mean, Sliths aren't really very, like, they aren't amphibious or anything, and not particularly well suited for life in water and for swimming. Not particularly good at swimming, I suppose, necessarily. Yeah, no, I don't know. Or have they been described as, like, being good swimmers in the past? And in the very first Avernum, that the one major Slith warlord, what's his face? He had his fortress in the, like, on a rock island in the middle of a lake. Maybe that's why I'm associating the Sliths with water, mostly. But I mean, if anything, I guess they prefer heat, right? They're definitely resistant to it. I don't know. Yeah, wasn't it this one? No, actually, I think it was this one. Or was it this one? Huh. This looks bigger and more important on this version of the map, but I seem to remember a pretty large rock fortress in this lake over here. I don't know. It's been a while. Either way. I mean, yeah, next up, the Eastern Gallery, at long last. I need to remember to take a note about returning to Barga, just in case there isn't going to be a quest for it later on, but I don't know, I kind of feel like there is going to be. It seems like it's eventually going to be an official thing to deal with. But maybe not, I don't know. Yeah. For now, I'm going to end this episode, and I mean, next time, I suppose, since, yeah, we're going to start dealing with Silvar, basically because we have to pass through there, or at the very least by there. I mean, from the map, it looks like the path actually goes past Silvar, so maybe we're not technically forced to start there, but we might as well, right? Work our way maybe along the coast. Although I am interested in the ruins of Fort Avernum, where it literally all began, right? So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll do the usual thing and explore the, you know, areas surrounding Silvar first, and then maybe, I mean, maybe these are the ruins. This is definitely not where Fort Avernum used to be, geographically. It definitely was more like closer to where Fort Davno is now. But, you know, it's fine. Either way, if that is that, then if that is what it is, then we might actually deal with that first and maybe get our hands on that Onyx Scepter and see what that does for us. But we'll find out and figure that all out next time. For the time being, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.